Man, you know, it's kind of crazy that nowadays YouTube episodes aren't like 10, 12 minutes anymore. Now they're like an hour long, and most people don't even watch them. They put them on in the background while they, I don't know, do trigonometry. I could have anything on screen right now, and 90% of the audience would never know. Crazy.
There is no meme. This is just a threat.
Hey, welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. Last time, we beat a gym leader. Go us. This time, we are going to help the world's most useless businessman, who, after we did all that work to protect his goods, then proceeded to lose his goods. SMH my head. This here is a new Pokemon. It is Whismur. The Whismur line is a mono normal type line of mixed attackers. They have good physical attack, good special attack, and because they're normal types, they get a bunch of ridiculous moves for like no reason. Xploud can learn Thunderbolt. It can learn Ice Beam. How can you... I actually have a funny story about Xploud. I was talking about it with my buddy Andre, and I went, how, like, normal type move pools make no sense. How can Xploud Thunderbolt and Ice Beam? And Andre just went, he yells. And you know what? Sure. It cries equal a jet... Its cries equal a jet plane in volume. Jesus Christ, let me try to read. It inhales through its ear canals. Because of this system, it can cry continually, without having to catch its breath. Nickname to Whismur. Got it. I'm gonna name you after one of my favorite Game Grumps bits. Yelvis. That's Yelvis. Wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't even spell it correctly. Also, I forgot the second L in Yell. I am off to a horrible start this episode. Downright abysmal. So the thing with Xploud is it's one of those Pokemon that's got an absurdly high base HP stat, but its defenses aren't very good, so it's not actually that tanky. But if you choose to use it, its move pool is its main advantage. Its attacking stats, while good, aren't enough to one-shot most things. However, because of its absurd coverage, it can two-shot pretty much anything because it can hit for super effective moves. You give it Thunderbolt, it's not gonna one-shot Wailord or a Tentacool. But it can two-shot it, probably. You give it Shadow Ball, it's not gonna one-shot a Dusclops. It can two-shot it, maybe. And that's the advantage of Xploud. You use it because you can slap any move on it and it'll work. A fun thing I recommend for all of you Xploud gamers out there is give it Overheat. Because if you use Overheat, you're hitting it with an opponent with a massively powerful move, and then the special attack's gonna drop, but then you just use physical moves. Like Return, or, Return. Alright. Nincada, I will just kill you if I use Maggie, so let's switch out. Nincada has gotta be one of the most Pokemon-ass Pokemon to ever exist. Now, what do I mean by that, you may ask? Nincada is just a cicada. That is the entire Pokemon design, like the entire concept of Nincada's design is just a cicada. So then, why is its evolution the concept of evolving into a ninja, and then the shell it leaves behind is a husk ghost bug Pokemon. That is insanely cool, and it's just a normal bug, a cicada, made into the coolest goddamn thing. The designs of Ninjask and Shedinja are two of the best in the franchise, IMHO. The problem is actually using it. Now, Ninjask suffers from a problem where it really wants X-Scissor or, hell, even Bug Bite to exist. And it doesn't. Hang on. It makes its nest at the roots of a mighty tree. Using its whisker-like antenna, it probes its surroundings into the pitch-black darkness of soil. Alright, this thing can become a ninja. What's a famous ninja? Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. Oh, let's go with that. Right. So, instead, Ninjask is blindingly fast, has a pretty good offensive attack stat, and, the best move it can use is Fury Attack. Not Fury Attack, Fury Cutter, excuse me. All of you comments typing, it doesn't learn Fury Attack, shut up. I'm not dumb, you're dumb. I'm smart, me big brain. Where was I going with this? Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, right. So Ninjask can't hit hard very quickly, which is a problem, because Ninjask is absurdly frail. Like, that bug dies to, like, anything. So because of this, since it can't hit hard, it normally just faints. It does get Swords Dance, though, and it can learn Shadow Ball and Aerial Ace, so if it actually lives long enough to Swords Dance, it can do some damage eventually. Ironically enough, for the fastest Pokemon in the game, I think, it sure does get off to a really slow start. You have to baby it almost for like 25 levels. But when you get there, and you have Slash, and you have Swords Dance, Ninjask can put in work. It also gets Baton Pass, albeit very late, which is a move that allows Ninjask to take its Swords Dances and its speed buffs from its ability Speed Boost, which raises its speed at the end of every turn, and then give those to something else. So while Ninjask, with a Swords Dance boost, might not necessarily be the most threatening thing, you give that shit to a Blaziken, the game's over. You win. GG, easy, no re, baby. But it takes a little bit too long to get there for my liking. Still a solid choice. Just not solid, in my opinion. If the tunnel doesn't go through, then I'll just go over the top. It's a dead end up here. I'm bored, so can we battle? Sure, I'll punch a child because I'm bored. On the flip side, Nincada can also evolve to both Ninjask and Shedinja. Shedinja is probably one of my favorite concepts in all of Pokemon, but no, I'll get to the cool part. Shedinja is most well known for having one of the coolest personal abilities in any Pokemon game. Its ability is Wonder Guard. It can only be hit by super effective moves. That is a really cool concept. But Shedinja only has 1 HP. It only has 1 HP. Which, honestly, is a neat design space. It's a really cool idea to have to work around the fear of, oh man, does this Pokemon have something that can hurt my Shedinja? But that's also kind of my problem with Shedinja. It kind of makes for a boring game state. When you use Shedinja, what happens is simple. You either win or you don't. There's no like, what move should I use here? It doesn't matter what move you use, it can't kill you. Or, oh man, am I gonna survive this hit? You either are or you aren't. Like, there's none of those moments where you take a hit and live on red, or one of those moments where you get a lucky damage range or something. None of that matters with Shedinja. You either win or you don't. It's just kind of a boring state. Even more so if you're someone that's played this game enough and you typically know what your opponent has. Shedinja just... it's not that fun to use. That being said, oh shoot, I haven't taught anything cut. Right. Cut. The HM cut. The HM specifically designed to cut. HM cut. Still, an incredibly cool Pokemon. Just, I don't know. I love that it exists. I just wish there was a way that it could exist. That wasn't the way that it exists. Does that make any sense to any of you? It made sense to me, and that's what matters. Oh, look at this! Rich people to bully. How lovely. See, we will wing attack the deer Lotad. And we will bullet seed the raccoon dog. Yes. Perfect. Dearest Zigzagoon, prepare to eat my bullet seed. Now prepare to eat it again. Can you stop landing fucking 2-attack bullet seeds? No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's A-okay here, Batman. Alright, water gun. Yeah. Handles that Zigzagoon quite well. Oh, hello there, Poochyena. Alright. Please. Well, actually, at this point, it only really matters if you... I feel like I'm going insane. How? How do you hit 2 bullet seeds every time? And before you ask in the comments, yes, I am purposefully ignoring the clutch 5-hit bullet seed that took out Nosepass just last episode. I don't care about that. I just want to bitch because it fits my narrative. I can't have the underdog story if I acknowledge all the good luck I have. I have to remember all the times the game fucks me over and then base my entire identity off of that. That way, if I lose, it's always the game's fault and never my fault. Just as God intended. Yes, give me your $3,200 and your item. Ooh, a potion. Hello, children. I've come to kick your butts. Let me teach you how strong my adorable Pokemon is. Adorable? I'll be the judge of that. They call me the connoisseur of cuteness. Alright, Meryl. Meryl is pretty cute. It's got the staple of cuteness, and that is being rotund. Like, look at that. It's spherical. Absolutely perfect. I will admit, yes, ma'am, your Meryl is adorable. It would look a lot more oh my god. I mean, that's bullshit. Bullet Seed only hit twice again. Dumb game. No, my Trico. Wow, that did nothing. Well, let me suck the life juice out of you. Thank you very much. And down Ralt goes. Ooh, Maggie leveled up. I slacked off in school. That's why I lost. You're a notch above me. You're damn right, children. I'm king of the jungle. I would like to cut this tree. Thank you. Ooh, an ether. Ethers are nice. What berries do you have for me? Pinap? I don't even know what that does. But I want it, because I deserve everything. Everything in the whole world belongs to me. Yes. I will take from the earth and give nothing in return. I read The Giving Tree when I was a child, and the lesson I learned from that book is you should just take from people until they can no longer give you what you want, and then sit on their corpses. Is that not what you learned? I think this is an item? Nope, it's not. Alright. Oh, hello there, old man. Ooh, what am I to do? We were on a walk, Pico and I, when we were jumped by an odd thug. The scoundrel made off with my darling Pico. Pico. Don't know what the fuck I harnessed there. The Rust Earth Tunnel. There are many incredible Pokemon to find here. Like Whismur. And Whismur. And maybe even Whismur. Yeah, the only Pokemon you can find here is Whismur. I don't know why. The only thing it really serves to do is if you're playing a Nuzlocke and you encounter a Whismur on the grass leading up to here, you want to kill yourself. But, you know, real Pokemen and Pokewomen and Poke-theys would just use 2 Whismur. Also, you really took a dude's Wingull as a hostage? Dude, Devon is a corporation. It'll shoot the hostage before it even shoots you. Alright, taste my water gun. Holy shit. You really did taste my water gun, huh? Do it again. And there we go. Down you go, you foolish aqua grunt. This is plain not right. Boss told me it'd be an easy job. He didn't count on there being a 10-year-old with a seagull. Hello there, Wingull. You and I can join forces. I'm glad to see you're safe. Pico owes her life to you. They call me Mr. Briny. And you are? Ah, so you are Step 14. I sincerely thank you. So, like, when you look at the old man sprite in this game, are the black dots his eyes and the gray his glasses? Or, like, the black dots his eyebrows? Or, like, what? What do you see? I see a spectacled old man. But actually, now that I look at the side view, that doesn't make any sense, because the glasses are very clearly below the head. I think he just has really thick eyebrows. To get to Verdant without using this tunnel, you'd have to cross the sea to Dewford, sail on to Slateport, then travel through Mauville. That Rust Earth tunnel there. At first, we had a huge work crew boring through rock with the latest machinery, but we had to stop. Turns out we would have had a negative effect on the wild Pokemon in the area. So we've got nothing to do but loll around here and do nothing. Oh, God bless. God bless you guys. Workers who are paid to do construction work, and then you don't do any construction work, that's the backbone of American society. God bless you, brave soldiers. Okay, well, actually, Lizard Man should take the front here, because there are 2 more encounters in this area. A whopping 2 of them. I've gotten that one. So what I'm going to do is cut to when I encounter one of these encounters. Because, you know, surely it'll take a long time to find... Oh, we're really doing this, huh? We're really doing this. God damn it! I was hoping that one would show up, and I could be cheeky and be like, oh, now I need to cut to when it shows up. But now it's just not showing up, so now I'm kind of wasting your time for no reason, and that sucks balls. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't expect to get the Pokemon this fast. Skitty is a 2% encounter, which, after the 1% encounter of C-Dot, apparently this game really likes random encounters. Now let me start with the positives for the Skitty line. It is one of the perfect designs ever. It is designed to be an adorable cat, and by God, is Skitty an adorable cat. A Skitty's adorably cute behavior makes it highly popular. In battle, it makes its tail puff out. It threatens foes with a sharp growl. Like, look at that little thing. It's got the big tail, its face is cutely rotund. I love Skitty's design. It is adorable. Alright, famous cats. There are many. And the first one that came to my head... Top Cat. Actually, no, wait, not Top Cat. You're pink. So let's make you Snagglepuss. Oh, never mind. Snagglepuss doesn't fit. So, we're going back to Top Cat. However, the problems with Skitty are everything else. Its stats are genuinely garbage. Its move pool, because it's a normal type, is kinda cool. But it's not, like, enough to salvage it. Wow, okay. I was going to ignore this encounter and talk about it later. But I'm gonna... Okay, so too long didn't read on Delcatty. It's, Skitty's evolution. It looks kinda cute. That's all it's got going for it. Stats are terrible. Like, I'm pretty sure Zigzagoon hits harder than Delcatty. Its move pool via TMs are great, but just use other Pokemon. There we go. Yeah. Abra. Alright. This thing's just going to teleport. So fuck it. I'm gonna believe in the power of the Great Ball. No fucking way! I was going to completely ignore this Pokemon. Because this is the only place you can catch Abra, and it will always teleport away. But, okay. I guess we're talking about Abra now. Its nickname will be... Alright. It's a Psychic. What are famous psychics? I don't even... Oh, right, of course. I'm sorry. I forgot the most famous psychic of all. Maya Fey. Maya Fey. Maya Fey. Maya and Mia. There we go. I love you, Ace Attorney. I sure would like the next game in the series. Before we talk about Abra, let me bitch about Phoenix Wright for a moment. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers because the Apollo Justice Collection, at the time of recording this, is less than a year old. The end of Ace Attorney 6 is like... It debuts a huge, and I mean huge, status quo change for the franchise. Like, Ace Attorney 7 cannot at all be similar to the ones before it because of choices a character makes at the end. And I'm like, wow. And then after the credits, Phoenix Wright is talking to someone and he's like, hey, do you think it's about time to do this plot thread we've been dangling since Ace Attorney 4? And they're like, yes, it's time. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then there hasn't been an Ace Attorney 7 in, like 8 years? I am very angry with you, Capcom. Stop making Monster Hunter. I know Monster Hunter prints 30 million copies. But give me the homosexual lawyer. Bastards. Anyways, this corporation is pawning off its delivery services onto a child. But, you know, the child is being properly compensated for it, so, like, least evil corporation. I'm Mr. Stone, president of the Devon Corporation. I wasn't important enough to be given my own sprite. I have a favor to ask of you. I understand you're delivering a package to Slate Sports Shipyard. Well, on the way, could you stop in Dewford town? I was hoping you'd deliver a letter to Steven in Dewford. Hey, that's my name. I'm Steven. Yeah, we are compensated with a cell phone. Which, like, fuck, I do a lot worse things for a free cell phone. I might even kill a man. You don't know. But, right. Abra's problem isn't that what it wants to do is bad. I've explained psychic types with Gardevoir and how dark types make it a little harder to use. But here's the thing. I'm developing new kinds of balls, but I haven't made much headway. Oh wow, that's a Pokénav. It came about as the president's desire to learn about the feelings of Pokemon. It's a cell phone. How does that... It makes you communicate with people. We're developing a device for talking with Pokemon, but we haven't had much success. I'm trying to develop a device that visually reproduces the dreams of Pokemon, but it's not going well. Alright, hold on. Devon Corporation. I'm not a businessman, but I don't know if putting money into trying to talk to a squirrel and trying to learn the dreams of a squirrel is exactly going to be, worth investing in. I've been trying to develop a device that resurrects Pokemon from fossils, and it's working. See, here's the other thing, Devon Corporation. You're funding a fossil revive device that already exists in Kanto. You guys just are not putting your money into intelligent things. You should be investing smartly. Like, investing in dehydrated water. I hear that's going to take off any minute now. And now we have match call. Huzzah! I can now call the president. Oh, step 14! Since you called me, the Pokénav must be working properly. Other people will be registered, so try calling them up too. Good, good. You seem quite happy. How could I know that? It's because I'm looking down at you from my office window. Wahaha! Sorry, I can't see Wahaha without thinking of, Wario. The spirit of Wario possesses my body. Alright, Abra. Right, surely nothing else will distract me on my way to talk about Abra. Well. Oh, hiya, Step 14. You had a match call feature put on your Pokénav. Let's register each other so we can talk at any time. Yay! I have friends! Oh, by the way, I passed by Mr. Bridie. I guess he's on his way home to his cottage by the sea. How's your Pokédex coming along? I would like a battle. I would like to beat your ass once more. Anyways, Abra. First problem, you have to switch trade it to level 16 because all it learns is teleport. That is more than just slightly obnoxious. But your reward is a level 16 Kadabra, who is way stronger than anything else at level 16. And if you can trade it over... Swift. Wait, why are we using Swift? We're considered on grass. You're supposed to use Stun Spore. Or I guess because we're in Rustboro, it considers us to be... in a building? Or in a city? Sure, whatever. Oh, no, yeah, okay. Anyways. Alright, well, I can't be too mad at Anyways, so, even if you can't trade Evolve an Abra, it's still really powerful because Kadabra is just really powerful. So, like, you don't have to worry about being underpowered. I will simply Bullet Seed the chicken. No, the problem with Alakazam isn't that what it does is bad. It's that Ralts is a lot easier to use, and the benefit for using it, like, Alakazam is faster and stronger than Gardevoir. Like, 100% that is true. You can raise a Ralt a hell of a lot easier, and on top of that, what makes Ralts so powerful? Holy f... So this is what it's like to be critted and killed. Huh. Anyways. What makes Ralts powerful is its access to Calm Mind and Psychic. That is also what Alakazam can do. In fact, Alakazam can do it really well. Though there is a bit of a drawback. Alakazam doesn't get Calm Mind and Psychic until around level 40. Which is way later than about 25 when Kirlia gets it. So even though Kadabra and Alakazam's stats are better than Kirlia, Kirlia can be a bit more important in the battles where it matters. Secondly, the coverage moves. As I said before, because of what attacks are physical and special in this generation, the only special attack that Gardevoir gets other than Psychic that's worth using is Thunderbolt, which is all it needs. Alakazam only gets Shockwave. It can't learn Thunderbolt. And Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, like those things, those are physical moves. Well, Dark Pulse doesn't exist yet, and Shadow Ball's physical. So Alakazam can only use Psychic, which really isn't that big of a deal. So, yeah. You obtained a Pokénav. Yes, I will register you, Winston. So, really, all in all, Alakazam is still more than usable. It's just that Gardevoir edges it out a little bit, in my opinion. Because even though Alakazam is stronger and faster, Gardevoir just has ease of use, and it's stronger earlier, which is generally where it matters. Thank you for your seed. Ah, yes. I almost feel like the developers of this game knew that Trico got screwed with the move department. Because why do they give you both the Miracle Seed and the Bullet Seed TM? Well before, like, anything else comparable for the Water and Fire types. Regardless. So yeah, that's Alakazam. Still a solid Pokemon, a great choice. It's just Gardevoir does what he wants to do a little bit better. And plus, not to mention the fact that, actually, I don't know what it's going to end with there. Like, oh yeah, even though Alakazam is faster, Gardevoir is still fast enough that it'll outspeed most things. Still, I like Alakazam. I recommend using it once in your life. You won't be disappointed. Hold up. Hello, yes, rich lady, I would like to beat the shit out of you later to take your money. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Bryony! Remember when I saved your bird's life? Well, I'm cashing in that favor. I only help people because of the benefits it will give me and not because of innate goodness in my heart. Excellent. I can show you the world. You know, am I the only one that thinks it's a little dangerous that Briney's swimming? Like, look at that swimmer right there. Like, are we sure Briney's never run into and killed any swimmers out here? Huh. Thanks, Dad. Like, then again, we're out in bumfuck nowhere on Route 105. Now Route 106. Like, 106! That's close enough to Dewford. Bodies could wash up. If Briney killed a man at sea, would we ever even know? What's your kill count, old man? What horrors have you done? Well, frankly, though, that's none of my business. Hello there, citizens! Wow, you bothered to cross the sea to visit Dewford? Did you maybe come here because you heard about Brawly? He's so cool. Everyone idolizes him. Gorge your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah. Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. I want you to have it. Sweet! Now we can increase the power of normal type moves by 10%. Woo! Dewford is a tiny island community. If something gets trendy here, everyone picks up on it right away. This is a renowned fishing spot. Are you getting the itch to fish? Yeah, sure, I guess. I hear you. Give me the old rod. Thank you. Aye. Now, this might strike some viewers as harsh, but it has been my long-standing opinion in JRPGs that fishing minigames... Hold on. There's a lot to be said for living on a small island like this in harmony with Pokemon and the family. I left the major port of Slateport City when I married my husband here. Life goes by slowly on this little island, but being surrounded by the beautiful sea, that's happiness too. I see your fucking, propaganda, Japan. I'm not moving to Okinawa. I played Yakuza 3. I know people get fucked up by random people on the street there. Or maybe that just happens to Kiryu. Anyways, what I was saying. Right, fishing is boring as shit. If any JRPG has a fishing minigame, I do my best to ignore it. Oh wow, we actually got Tentacool first. Tentacool. Time for a new bio. Tentacool is a really, really good Pokemon to use. Tentacool is one of the best water types you can choose to use. It is fast, it hits hard enough, and its special bulk is phenomenal in a generation that really values special bulk. That being said, don't bother using a Tentacool you catch with the old rod, in my opinion. It's stuck only fighting with Poison Sting and, like, Bind. So your strategy is to slowly whittle down an opponent with Bind and hoping that you poison from Poison Sting. Like, look at how long it took this Tentacool to it didn't even KO the Zigzagoon. It's long, it's slow, it's boring. Training it isn't very fun, in my opinion. But if you want to use a Tentacool, I strongly recommend just waiting until you get Surf, and then you can ride around on Surf and catch a Tentacool at, like, level 30. Which is exactly where your party would be when you get Surf. Solid Pokemon. Just not right now. Its body is almost entirely composed of water. It ensnares its foe with its two long tentacles, then stabs with the poison stingers at their tips. Give a nickname to the captured Tentacool? Yes, I will. It is a jellyfish. Famous jellyfish. May. From Guilty Gear. As a member of the Jellyfish Pirates. Now, if I take any steps my Zigzagoon will faint from poison. But you know what? You held in there, little buddy. I'm curing your poison. Whether or not you faint or survive doesn't matter. But honestly, you did survive. And that's what matters to me. Do. Thank you. Now, next up, we have a cave. Huzzah! Let us go to the cave. There's a fish man. How will I ever survive? He's only got one Pokemon, and it's actually a Tentacool. A Tentacool could do some damage to me. Like, this might actually be a little bit scary. Especially because Tentacool has really good special defense. And Bullet Seed is a neutral attack. And Poison Sting is super effective. And Poison Sting just poisoned me. And I just took damage from the poison. Alright, if I lose to a Tentacool after I was just shit-talking it... Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lose. Nah, I'd win. Alright. Now, will this level up my Lizard Man? Yes! Perfect! Lizard Man's trying to learn Pursuit. What the hell, sure. Lizard Man forgot Leer and learned Pursuit. But more importantly than learning Pursuit... Doo-doo-doo-doo. The first evolution. Yes, my child. Grow into the stronger woman I knew you could be. Yes. Look at her, in all of her Grovyle glory. We now have the power of Grovyle. And yeah, let's look at Fury Cutter. Base 10. It takes landing this attack twice to be equal in power to Quick Attack with 5% less accuracy. I kind of don't even want to learn it. But it would be really funny if it comes in clutch in a random gym. It's not. It's just not. Get rid of Fury Cutter. I don't want it. Let's go back and heal. Alright, hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for healing my Mons. Let me see the Pokemon. Still no pickup. That's kind of obnoxious. Maggie, you take the lead. And today I'm going to end the episode by going in here for no particular reason, and I'm going to find a Zubat. That is not the Pokemon that I wanted to have, but Zubat is pretty useful. Poison Flying is a pretty decent type combination, getting some solid resistances. Its evolution to Crobat will let it hit really hard, really fast. It's very easy to get it two powerful stab moves with Fly and Sludge Bomb. Albeit Fly can be kind of annoying because people don't want to wait for the two-turn attack. It's still useful. It can learn Shadow Ball, which is physical in this generation, so it can demolish Psychic types. It's good. Starts off a little weak, but once it gets Wing Attack, it's going to be fine. Wing Attack and Bite, and I'll carry it far enough. While living in pitch-black caverns, their eyes gradually grew shut and deprived them of vision. They use ultrasonic waves to detect obstacles. Alright, what's a famous bat? Rouge. Fun fact, because of Rouge the Bat, I thought that Rogue was pronounced Rouge. Yep. Ancient Steve lore. Now, where is... There it is! Makuhita! This fat piece of lard is going to be our next team member. I love me my fighting types, and Makuhita is a fighting type, and I'm going to put him in a Premier Ball because I like him. Yeah. Sweet. Gotcha. Makuhita was caught. Makuhita's data was added to the Pokedex. It's the Guts Pokemon! I'm not sorry that time, actually. Excellent! It loves to toughen up its body above all else. If you hear quaking rumbles in a cave, it is the sound of Makuhita undertaking strenuous training. Give a nickname to Makuhita? Yes. Yes, I will. Alright, it evolves into Hariyama, a sumo wrestler. What's a sumo wrestler? Got it. E. Honda, from Streets. Now, I am sure that there are plenty of, actual real-life sumo wrestlers with great ties to the history of the sport of sumo wrestling, but I don't know any of them. So I'm naming him after the fake sumo wrestler. I am sorry that the only sumo wrestler I know is Edmund Honda. All of you sumo wrestling fans in the YouTube comments, eat shit. Yeah. Let's look at the fat little guy. Thick fat. Okay, he's adamant. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, he's good. For those of you that don't know, adamant increases his attack and decreases his special attack, which doesn't matter because he's not using that special attack stat. Makuhita is your typical fighting type. Really high attack, doesn't learn any moves other than fighting type moves naturally, but hits really hard. And Hariyama is like Xploud, where he has a really high HP stat, but his actual defenses are kind of low. But he does get really useful abilities. Thick Fat really is just fire type resistance because ice is so uncommon, but it's still kind of nice for Flannery. And then it also gets the ability Guts, which, again, I've already described with Swellow how that's a really useful ability. That being said, you are not going to be anything against this Geodude. So I want to catch it, because it's new. But anyways, I do love Hariyama. It also benefits from early evolution. It evolves in the mid-20s, which is absolutely sublime. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't think Grovyle can knock out Geodude with just a Pursuit. So let me use Pursuit. Yeah, I love Hariyama. I love its design. Solid Pokemon, one of my favorites. And you will see its power as I use it throughout this Let's Play. Geodude, on the other hand, is not the powerhouse he was in Johto. However, Geodude still absolutely rocks as a temporary team member. It climbs mountain paths by using only the power of its arms. Because they look just like boulders lining paths, hikers may step on them without noticing. Nickname to Geodude? Why, yes I will. Alright, famous rocks. Nothing left to do but just name it after Dwayne. I have only a casual experience with wrestling, Basically, I watch all the big events every year. Like WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Hell in a Cell, Money Talks, or whatever the other one is. Yeah, I watch all of those because two of my friends are really into wrestling. But I don't watch, like, the Saturday night episodes. So I have, like, a vague awareness of wrestling. All I know is that I fucking hate Roman Reigns and I want him to never wrestle again. But anyways. Geodude is a solid temporary team member. He's not very helpful against Brawly, but he's really helpful against Watson, Flannery, Norman, and Winona. Even with Winona's Earthquake and Altaria, Golem's physical defense should be enough to deal with that. And, it then falls off a cliff by the end of the game, because the end game does not like Pokemon weak to water, and Golem is 4 times weak to water. Still, solid early party member. Now, if you will excuse me, in between episodes, I am going to grind up our little fat friend. I am going to sit in this dark cave, chucking rocks at bats just to feel something.